It's 2 p.m. Central African Time on this 6th day of February. Welcome to it, the very first episode of Business Watch, powered by Nedbank Eswatini. Our very first episode today will track stories from the Federation of Eswatini Business Community, and another story will be from the Ministry of Finance, with Minister Neil Reichenberg updating us on revenue appeals. We will then look at the Youth Chamber of Commerce and Industries of Eswatini and the work that it does in supporting aspiring young entrepreneurs in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Good afternoon. I'm Sifiso Umalo.
As Fiso has mentioned, the show is powered by Nedbank Eswatini. We will have Nedbank Eswatini in the house. Insurance specialist Mcebo Masuku will join us to tell us about property insurance. Mcebo will also talk to us about insurance access and how you can make a claim, as well as how long it takes for it to be processed. My name is Lunglele Makakula. Stay with us over the next hour. For now, let's look at business news. Welcome back. You're watching Business Watch. This is the news. About 10 revenue cases have been lodged through the Revenue Appeals Tribunal since it started operations last year. This has been revealed by the Minister of Finance, Neil Reichenberg, when questioned on how the tribunal has worked since it started its operations.
Understand that as we've put in the Revenue Appeals Tribunal, we also have had ERS having a lot more customer-centric, customer-focused approach to how they do business. And so the amount of appeals I think because of that approach from ERS, the amount of appeals coming to Appeals Tribunal is not, for instance, what I was expecting. I was expecting a lot more of appeals coming to them. But during the quarter, 3 appeals have been received by the entity. 7 cases were carried forward. From the second quarter, of these cases, 1 judgment was issued now. But a total of 10 cases are in process at the end of December 2023, and to date, 6 judgments have already been delivered. So they're working well. As cases are coming to them, they're dealing with them, and they're handling the matters that are brought to Appeals Tribunal. So it's working very well.
The Federation of Eswatini Business Community has commended government for coming up with the Citizens Empowerment Act of 2023, which seeks to promote and stimulate micro, small and medium enterprise development, as well as growth through economic empowerment of citizens-owned companies. Now, the chairperson of the Federation in the Hoho region, Johannes Manigela, believes that the act will also eliminate unfair competition amongst businesses. Here's a report.
The Act also seeks to promote gender equity through increasing employment opportunities. It is meant to ensure that companies owned by citizens have equal opportunities in being awarded tender contracts, amongst other things. First Big Chairperson in the Hoho region, Johannes Manigela, says besides providing fair competition, the Act will also ensure that small and medium enterprises benefit from capital projects, which is commendable.
Ngumthetho besiwulinzele vele siyibhizinisi lo ngoba utawusisita lokuthi sikhone kusebenta bosomabhizinisi noma bemtsaku noma emaswati akhone kwenta ibhizinisi eveni lawo singamaswati. Kunetinto letiningi lokhanya sivele somabhizinisi lomncane tiyamkhokha kule bhizinisi. Bakufuna lokwa nalokwa ukhanda lombhuku futhi sowungaka kwenta le document yale tender kukhostele kubo 20,000. So uyosebenza kanjani? Futhi ke imithetho lenjengale siyacabanga ukuthi itawusisita ukuthi phela liswati alibukeleke ngcono kunemuntu wekuhamba noma nasondozini. Kusho ukuthi umthetho onjengalona siyawukhuthata kakhulu siminister vele akawusebenzise emaswati abukeleleke angaphuma ebhizinisini ahlala akhona nemabhanga atokhona kusekela nangabe lo mthetho lona ukahle nemabhanga kutabalula kusekela.
The bill also provides for the establishment of the Economic Empowerment Council, which will look into implementing the Act. The Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade is yet to establish the council.
That's our news. We'll go for a net break. When we return, we speak to our in-house journalist, Nelsiwe Ndlangamandla, on the financial performance of state-owned enterprises. We'll also look at a feedback that we got from the Minister of Finance, Neil Reichenberg, on that very same topic. Don't go anywhere.
Renewal of TV licenses for 2024 is now open. Here is a quick reminder. A viewer's TV license costs 180 emalangeni per device. Other accessories such as decoders and set-top box cost 50 emalangeni per device. For traders and repairers, TV license costs 300 emalangeni per business area. And now, to pay your TV license, use these following methods. You can use MTN Mobile Money with the number 762222000 or dial *007 *3 *7 hash. Or you can use Eswatini Imali. And you can pay our TV license at any post office in the country. Another option is you can use any Nedbank branch using our TV license account number 119900430037. Don't forget, when paying for your viewer's TV license, reference with your PIN at all times. And when paying for a retailer TV license, reference with your TIN at all times. For more information, call us on 7802-4543 or 34050163 or 34020879. And you can send us a WhatsApp message on 762222000.
Ujala masoda mahle kunakho lesa.
Sabatandi ukuthi njengalokhu
Sivile sive sikhulume.
It's 8 minutes after 2. Welcome back to the program. Government is taking the necessary measures to improve the financial performance of state-owned enterprises, as recommended by the World Bank in the country's economic update report in August last year. The Minister for Finance, Neil Reichenberg, explained this when giving an update on how government has gone in implementing the recommendations of the report. Let's take a look.
The World Bank was in country and gave us some technical assistance in reviewing our SOEs, helped us with the report that we've come up with, the SOE reform report that we have formulated, that has been adopted by Cabinet, that we've broken down into phases. And as we speak, we've already started with phase 1 of the report, actually doing what we need to do to try and fix some of these SOEs. The World Bank has also offered assistance, financial assistance, to be able to try and turn around some of them. For instance, EPTC, at the moment they are looking at possibly assisting us to be able to take EPTC from where they are now to an entity that is a whole lot more relevant, cleaned up. There are problems in EPTC, for instance, which we are busy trying to deal with as a country. But at the same time, I think I need to emphasize the fact that we do have some brilliant SOEs in the country. We have some that really have assisted us tremendously. One can take EEC as an example. During the whole COVID time, most countries had much higher inflation rates than Eswatini. Our inflation rates were subdued compared to other countries. One of the biggest factors was EEC. They were making very decent profits from, and not necessarily from selling electricity to Eswatini, but they're making very good profits from trading power on the Southern Africa power pool. They were just being really smart in making money for the country, and they used those profits to cushion increases during that time of high inflation. That really helped our country a lot. So just an example of an entity actually performing very well and actually helping us a huge amount as a nation, as a country, right down to individual users. So at the moment, we need to continue with the SOE reforms. That new government is back. There'll be a new drive. Probably just present the report to Cabinet, have a fresh look at the report, see if we possibly make any changes to it, recommended changes, and then take that forward and have a strong drive to do these reforms as are still necessary within these entities. It took a long time to set these entities up, and when one does these kind of changes, it affects people, It affects not only people in these organizations. Each of these organizations look after a large segment of society, a large segment of the business community. And so a lot of consultations need to be done, first of all. Secondly, we've obviously been through elections. We have been through a difficult time. But thirdly, I think we keep in mind we need to make legislative changes. One doesn't just decide overnight we're going to do it. We need to change legislation. That legislation must be drafted with support. The drafts must go through the whole process, go through cabinet, go through parliament, and only then can one actually do it. At the same time, one needs to sometimes have the finance to be able to do the possible retrenchments, even if the people are maybe remaining in the bigger organization. When you shut down an organization, one goes through a retrenchment process. And so all of these things take time, and one needs to do it very carefully. If we rush these kind of things, you find that you make mistakes along the way, people get hurt, people get upset, and you end up with lawsuits on your hand instead of actually having the job done.
Yeah, that's our Finance Minister, Neil Reichenberg, just talking to us about the performance of our state-owned enterprises in the country. It comes from a recommendation made by the World Bank in August last year. You know, just concerned that our state-owned enterprises are unprofitable. We want to talk to our in-house financial journalist, Nelson Wendlangamandla. Welcome to the program, Nelly.
Thank you so much, Fiso.
Minister Neil Reichenberg, of course, consenting to the recommendations made by the World Bank. Our government will sure work tirelessly hard on fixing this big problem. It is indeed a thorn even to our socio-economic development. Nel Siwe. The question then becomes, you've had many engagements with the minister yourself. How much are these unprofitable state-owned enterprises draining our economy and our budget?
Sfiso, the minister has mentioned that the state-owned enterprises are draining the economy, although the World Bank has highlighted that it's not much of a bigger drain, but there is a concern that these state-owned enterprises take a certain budget from a budget that should be going to maybe infrastructure, should be going to other projects. So they are stating that in the last 5 years, about over 415 million emalangeni has been used to subvent some of these state-owned enterprises, where these enterprises are not showing much revenue generation, which the government expects.
Right. It's quite concerning because we just came back from the People's Parliament. We just saw the cabinet retreat, where I think the most important things that were placed on the agenda were fixing or alleviating the high unemployment rate as well as poverty. Those were like the two biggest thorns that our 12th Parliament needs to really work on. And, you know, of course, the World Bank did allude to the fact that if we do not make reforms on these unprofitable state-owned enterprises, we ought to, you know, we ought to really, you know, rip a painful thorn regarding poverty and socio-economic development as an umbrella. Talk to me about the importance of policy reforms then that we need to make, you know, the series of policy reforms that we need to make to unleash the potential of the private sector.
I think the first step where government is starting and where the Ministry of Finance has mentioned it will start is to make sure that all the laws, the regulations are in line. So I'll make an example of the RSTP. At one point when the Minister of ICT visited the RSTP, the staff mentioned that there is no demarcation, clear demarcation on where the ministry works from here to here. And the RSTP takes it from here to here. So that's the problem, because the RSTP now, that's just an example, doesn't know how to maneuver, because if maybe they do something, maybe they have to start at the ministry, and yet if they were just a free entity, an own company, they would be able to maybe execute most of the things that that can help them to change the economy. Remember, the minister just mentioned that no one is coming to save these entities. She made it clear. And they submitted to her that, yes, we want to do something, but the laws are not clear, the regulations are not clear, so they need to make the reforms starting with the laws and regulations.
Yeah, but here's another prevailing sentiment that has been a concern for a very long time now, that Eswatini has 70 SOEs, which is, I believe, a very, very big number, Nelsiwe. If that's the truth, I think firstly you need to confirm if that's the truth, and if it is or if it's not, how much of a problem would it be to our economy to have so many SOEs?
I think what the World Bank has mentioned in their report is that there's a belief that Eswatini has over 70 SOEs, but they explain that that's because the definition that is given by Eswatini about SOEs does not conform to the international standard. So they are saying that we have hospitals, we have town councils which are listed under SOEs. You find that maybe government has to subvent some of those SOEs, and yet maybe if we have SOEs like in the water sector, in the energy sector, like they are mentioning even tourism, those that the number can be small, but they are mentioning 7 big SOEs which government can capitalize on to ensure that they generate enough revenue.
It is a truth now. World Bank has certainly told us that, you know, many of our commercial state-owned enterprises retain a considerable presence, and as a result they drain fiscal resources. Ngabe nayingena na iparlamente yelishumi nakubili njengoba nje sibona ukuthi ngalesihlanu nangemambala imbubo yemhlaba itawufike nanayo iphefumule, kusho ukuthi ke lapho vele kusuka lamagonso angwese kuyawusenjetwa. Ngabe sithini nje nasibala generally some of the things lokufuna ukuthi sigijinyiswe embili kude siphume kunalinye vanale.
Ngicabanga ukuthi Sifiso, one of the major things even the private sector that it is talking about is the issue of investing on energy, investing on mining. Those are the things bonakala timcoka kakhulu. I think the Minister of Finance has mentioned ukuthi employment is one of the key issues labatawutibuka, and there is also a minister for Commerce, Industry and Trade. I think he mentioned about an issue about creating over 5,000 job opportunities. So those are the things that government is looking to maybe work on this year.
Yeah, ngiyabuka nje ukuthi nalitiko letemcebo phansi nemandla sevele lisuke emagonso, sibonile indiza sevele yandiza indiza nalomsila wayo, lobuka lomcebo waphansi, simbonile na Minister Manqoba Khumalo since we have officially started trading under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. You know, 5 countries, by the way, after South Africa officially announced trade. Eswatini is amongst those countries. What are some other developments that we can be excited about? Ambition
I think the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade is working on a lot of business opportunities. For example, guna Comesa, where the ministry nakhona yasebenda kubuka ukuthi engabe live leSwatini nguphi lapho lingangena khona lisebende khona. There is also bo iyona Africa Free Continental Trade Area. I think we spoke to lo CEO wakhona ka Trade, who explained that Maswati ayaqala ayangena ayajoyina, and it shows our government is really committed to creating opportunities for our businesses. Really committed to ensuring ukuthi eMaswati nanoma trader, we know Sifiso ukuthi nasesikbo Africa Free Continental Trade Area lapho nale mali loyibhadalako mhlawumbe seyiyehla seyiba yincane, we know ukuthi siya trade mhlawumbe kubosakhu. Those are the issues that government is working on, and you can tell the speed, the swiftness yahulumende ekusebenzeni ikakhulukazi tindzaba temabhizinisi.
Yeah, really excited to see what the 12th Parliament is going to do kulo msebenzi leyo, but nayo private sector neli inenzima lenkulu ekufanele ukuthi idlali, you know, mentioned kanengi indzaba yokuthi kufuna kube ne coherency, kufuna kube ukuthi kuba nekusebenta in silos, kufuna kubanjiswane livela kangwane lithi ngawuthi vele sibambisane sonke kude litawukhona kuphefumula kutemnotho.
Yeah, kufan ematiko usifiso achazile ukuthi vele kumqokwa ukuthi litiko lingasebenzi in silos, so lamatiko ayathelelana, and we've seen the ministers collaborating, especially asesibekise nje nyalo bekunenkinga yaka education. We've seen all the ministers. Minister Natural Resources was there. Longekho ka education, we've seen Minister ICT. We've seen all like different ministers collaborating. Even the Deputy Prime Minister naye asukuma kuyobuka ukuthi engabe kungalekelelwana kanjani etikolweni. Uyambona Sifiso Longwe ukuthi hayi ukhona vele. I can make an example ngike ngathi ngifuna point nalomnye PS ngangakhona kumthola, and he said hey Longwe kumatima siyagijima. So you can tell that our government is really committed to helping the people of Eswatini, especially the business community.
Yeah, and for anyone watching the program right now and has no idea what Ngwe means, it is the Royal Command. Leyaphuma ke esibayeni ekuthenini kufuna vele kusuke emagonso kusenjetwe kufuthukiswe live la kaNgwane. Thank you so much, Nelly, for joining us. Let's go for a quick ad break. We return with Nedbank Eswatini talking on property insurance. Lungelele Makakula, we sit down with them.
Digital helps you make cross-border payments. Human gives you global specialists. Digital allows you to apply for a loan anytime, anywhere. Human connects you to credit experts. Digital puts you in control of your money, while Human connects you to wealth advisors. Digital allows you to freeze, unfreeze, cancel, and reorder your card. Human gives you that personal touch. Digital when you want it. Human when you need it. Get the complete private banking experience with Nedbank Private Clients.
Right, welcome back. You're watching Business Watch. As mentioned earlier today, we are talking about property insurance with Mcebo Masugu, who is an insurance specialist at Nedbank. Sibuka ukuthi what is property insurance and what does it cover? He will also answer questions such as what is an insurance excess and how does one make a claim and how long does it take for it to be processed. Mcebo, welcome to Business Watch. Thank you for joining us. Namhla sibuka property insurance, as mentioned. What is insurance and what is a property insurance as well?
Yes, thank you, Dudu, for having us. Afternoon to the viewers. I think let's start with defining what insurance. Insurance, in a very simple term, it's a financial instrument that acts as a safety net. Should a business or an individual suffer losses, it is there to help out in terms of cutting those costs in repairing, whether it's a house, if we property insurance like we're talking to today, if we motor, it's there to assist you should you be in an accident. Excuse me.
All right, so I have suffered a loss. Perhaps there was a storm or there was an accident. Does Nedbank cover that? Does my insurance, property insurance, cover that?
Yes, Nedbank offer insurance to my clients too. Whether you loan corner namagude, as long as you have that property, we're able to assist you. So property insurance, cover fire. Should it happen, due to whatever the reason is, which would be always investigated. But cover type of damages, including more hailstorm, as you can see these days, whether it was a shinja. That is also included. Pesting pipes, they're also included in there. The accidental damages, should you have someone who's at Jubejani, that is also covered by property insurance.
But there's a process again, nothing for a claim, and I've heard some people complain. Go to now, go claim for now, lodge a complaint, and now lodge a claim. Go on a process lens. Sometimes we say why does it take so long? Take us through the process, and you go to after you lodge that claim.
Yes. Okay. First things first. If now go Selian in book, I always say take pictures because my pictures will allow a lawyer insurer wakho ukuthi asheshe abone ukuthi okay nayi le damage. Ungemi kuze konakala even more or uzulungise. And then contact your insurer as soon as possible. Atosheshe athi ukuthi okay kune claim vele leta ukuda. And then also that insurer or your broker or an agent nathi nje silibhanga uyasithinta sikuside kugcwalisa amaform kukusitana ukuthi yini kukuchazela ukuthi yini ledzingekako nani but normally the pictures also completing the forms on time. And then also in terms of lokulungisa lendlu make sure mawune ma quotations adzingeka ufake imaterial yakho ne-labor yakho uma ngabe nje khona lo muntu lo takulungisela kufuneka kwendele leyo quotation akubhalele phasi ke those type of invoices or whatever if it's labor. Yes, and then in terms of the process itself, my claims it differs again depending on the timing. Ngoba uma ngabe nje kwendeke sehlakalo like boma hailstorm or wind or those type of storms that just happened recently, kupita banale influx. So siyacela nje ukuthi nisibeketelele when times like that happen. But normally,
influx now,
okay. Definitely there is an influx. Luckily vele bakhona abantu abakhavekile. So but awusidakala. But ngicela nje ukuthi sikwende as early as possible ukusi-notify. Asifuni ukukhanza ukuthi sosemuvela yini because kudawo kudinga ukuthi kube nebantu labatawo appointa insurer ukuthi bayobuka le damage so that ito adjustwa kahle leyo quotation if need be. Ngoba phela kufuneka kubuka ukuthi okay le damage isafakishe kuphi yendeke kuphi and is it part of the policy which is normal procedure noma ngaya kuphi. Because kufuneka avoid fraudulent claims phela ungatendela nawe damages ukuthi ufuna kudla umshwalense which kulicala lelikhulu lelo they can take it up against you so ngicela avoid lokho but ke ultimately the appointable assessor who come and take a look at the damages babuke nalama quotations and talk to abantu lo tabe bakulungisela to make sure ukuthi vele kulungiswa kahle kude overstate ema prices akhe.
Okay, so speaking of the fraud, have you had cases, such cases nje ukuthi mhlambe sene-demand investigations natfola ukuthi no lo mflo navela kalinyalelwa ugangile noma kusete kwanyalo?
Yes, kwanyalo kusete, but I wouldn't say ukuthi they don't happen in the market. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but isixwayiso nje sami ukuthi please make sure ukuthi i-claim yakho uma uyifaka because there's a legitimate damage. But we will always look at le kuti vele is it part of the policy or not. But talk to lo muntu lokusitile.
Okay, so how long do they have to lodge a claim from the time of the incident?
Yes, different insurers have different days, but labanye benda 14 days. So within 14 days of the incident, labanye benda about 30 days. Kitike gubang 14 days. Nedbank. So just make sure you come to us as soon as possible. Just so, even a mere just notification to say I have a claim.
Yeah. So how much does it cost? Ngifuna cover mhlawumbe indlu yami, ngifuna cover imoto yami. Kungibita malini nje, how much do I pay per month?
Yes, it varies. It depends on multiple factors. But the biggest thing when it comes to property finance, gubang level yalendlu. So kumathathu land nje tindlu latakhiwe lapho but awudzinga evaluation. Valuation will come with an insurance value. The insurance value would represent how much it would cost for you should you lose the entire building or property because it will buyele back to where you were. So that's the value that is then used as an insurance value. And then bese bayibala ke from that. So obviously if value yakho isetulu you pay higher premiums. If it's a pass, you pay lower ones. But generally, property insurance is way cheaper than car insurance. So may I advise, especially looking at the weather patterns, would be everyone should have a property insurance, especially if you have built yourself a nice, beautiful house. You will need that help should something big happen.
Okay, so do people that own homes on Swazi Nation land benefit from the property insurance ka Nedbank?
Yes, luckily, product ekanjalo ikhona. As a corporate agent, siyakhona kusita ama clients ukuthi akhaveke le makhaya. Gona ke emakhaya, the only thing we need is an evaluation report. You just need to take pictures of the property, including market, the fences, the structure itself, the building. And then also usitshele ukuthi wena officer we cover ngamalini. So we nominate le value yakho. The value that you nominate will act as a limit. So meaning if sekutaba nemlilo and just like destroy the whole building, the structure of the building, it will limit ngile nominated value yakho.
Yes. Ngifakile insurance ngicalile kubhadala perhaps ngizongibhadala about 3-4 months. Sekwendeka mhlambe ingoda umlilo noma storm.
Yes.
Can I still claim?
Oh, definitely. In fact, as soon as your policy is confirmed and you've made that payment in terms of your premiums, you can claim anytime, as long as your incident is within your policy period, which will be noted on your policy document.
Okay, so what tips do you have or important information that you would like to share with our viewers? The importance of reading policy documents. Before signing, you go through the policy.
Yes, I think that's a very important one. I always say, try to ask as many questions as possible. You find that at times you're insurance or they're doing insurance for a loan reason or whatever. So no loans of for insurance, and they don't ask the critical questions, and you can't say insurance, but they don't understand it. So ask as many questions as you can, and always read your policy document. It happens so many times with my clients who get my documents, and then come claim stage, saying because highlight. I'll highlight you. Okay, now but ultimately the terms and conditions are in your policy document. You need to go through it and understand it.
All right.
Yes.
Clients isitakala kanjani if bafuna kuta kimi, to sign up tfolakala kuphi, what are your contact details?
Yes, Nedbank inema branch lamanengi Eswatini. Mina I'm based Lambabane head office, but I do visit my branch in there too. But we do have a master's consultant in my branch in there too. Talk to them; they will assist you in terms of getting your quotations done, having a look at what you can cover yourself. And also, you can always email us at our helpdesk helpdesk@nedbank.co.z or ushayele 2378 1999. Ultimately, of course, you can on Facebook or Twitter and LinkedIn. Just search for Nedbank Eswatini, hit subscribe or follow, and always interact with us. We appreciate my engagement from clients.
Yeah. And of course, you have to have the proper documents, ID, NAN9.
Yes. So what would always keep in mind in terms of kuti yini lofuna kuyicover. My insurances gashiyana ke ukuthi zingeka into on board. But when it comes to property insurance, if indlu yakho it's on title deed land, it doubts an evaluation report. But if a loan gets valid by default, valuation report is required. And then you give us your ID, call it a form, and then you'll be it. And then also in terms of my premiums, seeing Nedbank, we finance my premiums if need be. And then also we do assist in terms of just layer advice. It's okay, in longer you end up to protect yourself. And then also at renewal stage, we will advise you in terms of it's okay, now a renewal you need to make payments. And one thing I also need to mention, premium payments are very important. Insurance, it's no claim will be paid without premium payment, because you have to pay for the service. You will cover insurance.
All right, thanks so much, Mboso. Thank you for that information. My clients in Usagavile, if you want to sign up for property insurance at Nedbank, do contact them by social media as well as email. Let's take a break. Sabias
Digital helps you make cross-border payments. Human gives you global specialists. Digital allows you to apply for a loan anytime, anywhere. Human connects you to credit experts. Digital puts you in control of your money, while Human connects you to wealth advisors. Digital allows you to freeze, unfreeze, cancel, and reorder your card. Human gives you that personal touch. Digital when you want it. Human when you need it. Get the complete private banking experience with Nedbank Private Clients.
Renewal of TV licenses for 2024 is now open. Here is a quick reminder. A viewer's TV license costs 180 emalangeni per device. Other accessories such as decoders and set-top box cost 50 emalangeni per device. For traders and repairers, TV license costs 300 emalangeni per business area. And now, to pay your TV license, use these following methods. You can use MTN Mobile Money with the number 76222000 or dial *007 *3 *7#, or you can use Eswatini Imali. And you can pay our TV license at any post office in the country. Another option is you can use any Nedbank branch using our TV license account number 119900430037. Don't forget, when paying for your reference with your PIN at all times. And when paying for a retailer TV license, reference with your TIN at all times. For more information, call us on 7802-4543 or 34050163 or 34020879. And you can send us a WhatsApp message on 762222000.
Welcome back to the program. Eswatini is still grappling youth unemployment. The Youth Chamber of Commerce Industries Eswatini has developed a startup toolkit, which serves as a business guide for small and medium enterprises. Let's connect with Vice President of the Youth Chamber of Commerce Industries, Bonke Motsa, via a video link to further this discussion. Bonke, welcome to the program. I was reading up on some of the important work that you do with your program. Talk to me about the toolkit. What is the ambition? Why did you really come up with this brainchild?
Please, again with your introduction. I couldn't hear anything, so please just repeat what you just said.
Sure.
Thank you for having me as Swazi TV.
Cool. Bonke, I was reading on some of the work that you do as the Youth Chamber of Commerce Industries in Eswatini. Talk to me about the ambition of your program.
I guess first of all, I think I will have to sort of just highlight what Youth Chamber is before I talk about the startup kit. So Youth Chamber is like
we are losing Bonke Motsa. We will try again to connect with him. Let's try one more time. Bonke, I think you're back. Sorry to the viewers. We are currently experiencing some technical issues, should be network issues. Bonke, you were telling us about what the Youth Chamber is. All right, profound apologies for this terrible disconnection that we just had with Bonke. We'll go for a quick ad break. We'll try to fix the issue real quick.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
I'm a very, 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 very happy customer.
I know.
Imali ebhizinisi ayivika wayidla udabula phansi.
Hayi ngimsebenzi yethu lesindako la ekhaya njengoba niyibona linihle kangaka.
Ngiyakolosha, which is crocheting.
Ngiyakhicita ke noko kakhulu emsebenzini wethu ikhumba.
Ngenda kwegaba emacici nekwegaba entsanyeni.
Ngilungisa emagedlela.
Hello, how are you? We are selling peanuts at 5. Thank you so much. Umdala kubusi. Find the strat, babe.
Let's connect again with the Youth Chamber of Commerce Industries, Eswatini, which says it has developed a startup toolkit, which serves as a business guide for small and medium enterprises. We will connect via a video link with their Vice President of Commerce Industries, Bonke Mota. Bonke, welcome to the program one last time. Hopefully you can hear us properly now and we can hear you back. Tell us about what the Youth Chamber of Commerce Industries is about.
Thank you for, to the viewer, to Swazi TV. My name is Bonke Mota. I'm the current Vice President for the Youth Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I just wanna, first thing, just highlight what Youth Chamber is. Youth Chamber is a business association for youth businesses in the country. We are the apex body for all youth businesses in the country. So if you're a youth under the age of 35 and you own a business, you can affiliate to Youth Chamber. I was just making an example of how we are similar to PE, just that we are, I guess, for different demographics. PE is attached to the all the businesses, and then Youth Chamber sort of only associates with youth. Yes, thank you.
You know, Bonke, I would have loved for us to further this conversation, but it seems like the current network connection is not allowing us to do that. So I will hope that you will come to the program maybe on a different day. So we will apologize to our viewers as well, to you, Bonke, that we have to go for a net break and continue with the program.
Renewal of TV licenses for 2024 is now open. Here is a quick reminder. A viewer's TV license costs 180 emalangeni per device. Other accessories such as decoders and set-top box cost 50 emalangeni per device. For traders and repairers, TV license costs 300 emalangeni per business area. And now, to pay your TV license, use these following methods. You can use MTN Mobile Money with the number 76222000 or dial *007 *3 *7#. Or you can use Eswatini Imali. You can pay our TV license at any post office in the country. Another option is you can use any Nedbank branch using our TV license account number 1199004337. Don't forget, when paying for your viewers' TV license, reference with your PIN at all times. And when paying for a retailer TV license, reference with your TIN at all times. For more information, call us on 7802-4543 or 34050163 or 34020879. And you can send us a WhatsApp message on 762222000.
Ujala masoda mahle kunakho lesa.
Sabatandi ukuthi njengalokhu sifile sive sikhulume.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
Welcome back. You're still watching Business Watch. We have via Zoom our economist, Mr. Sanele Sibiya, kusichazela nje ukuthi imarket iperforme kanjani on the 7th of February. Very good afternoon, Mr. Sibiya. Welcome to the show once again. Sifuna ukubona nje ukuthi stock markets eme kanjani. I think singaqala nje ngebuka ama-currencies sicomparishe nelilangeni against the US dollar, Japanese yen and the euro. Afternoon, Mr. Sibiya. Siyaguvusela once again on Business Watch. Thank you for joining us. Funa sibuke ukuthi ngabe imarket iperforma kanjani lamuhla on the 7th of February. Sicala ngimoke ama-currencies sibuka the US dollar and the euro and Japanese yen against lilangeni ukuthi lime kanjani.
Asibonge. And thank you for having me. So nasibuka we can see ukuthi namhla lilangeni livuke liqinile or a bit stronger nalucathaniswa nalamanye ama-currencies. Siyalibona ukuthi livule namhla li-trade at $18. $1 is to 18 emalangeni compared to 19 $. So that's a positive change. Nasibuka nakhona liphindze laqina against euro, phindze laqina against Japanese yen. Lokusho ukuthi namhla lilangeni letfu lisebenza kangconywana etimakethe temhlaba.
Alright, singaqhubeka sibuka mhlambe nayo eLondon Stock Exchange sibuke ukuthi ngabe dona imarket iperforma kanjani namuhla.
Okay. So sitawuqala New York. Uma sibuka New York Stock Exchange siyabona ukuthi Standard and Poor, the S&P 500 nakhona namhla sivale sisetulu nga $4,954.23 on average. But nasibuke automakers, the Nasdaq index yona itshengisa ukuthi yehlile namhla itolo ivale at 17,572 emalangeni .73 cents. And then i-Dow Jones Industrial Average yona itshengisa inyuka yalapha ku-38,521.36 emadola. Lokho singakubuketa-ke ukuthi ama-automakers anako lokubuketa ukuthi ngabe ema-private credit numbers lekufuna i-Federal Reserve Bank iwakhiphe namhla atawuma kanjani. Ngiko lo sibona ngazo ukuthi the automakers have taken a bit of a knock because we are anticipating a downgrade in terms of private credit now ubuka market New York.
Sasalapho nje kuleta se-New York Mr. Sibiya sabona lokuthi vele etinye tiphakeme lokunye kwehlile. Ngabe kwendiwa yini vele lokushintsha lokho nje kwaleti nombolo?
Kulamalanga kuhamba kwetinombolo kwehlane kwenyuka ikakhulu sikubona ku-driver ngunama expectations nge-exchange rate, nge-interest rate. Lokusho ukuthi imarket beyigadze kokuthi i-interest rate itawehla vigorously, so bese expecta ukuthi i-consumer credit itawenyuka kanye ne-credit to leya ku-private sector. So ngiko loku driver le market kakhulu kulamalanga. So ngiko lokuthi naleli sibuka naleli lilangeni libe nako lokugcina ngoba lamuhla kunaleto tinfo leto lesitibukako in the market ukuthi i-Federal Reserve Bank ayikhambi ngaleli zinga imarket lebeyigadze ihambe ngalo.
All right. So moving on to the London Stock Exchange, nakhona nje kusiniketa nje analysis ukuthi donati nombolo lomuhla atime kanjani.
London nakhona sitfola ema-reactions la mix ngoba nawubuka the top 100 companies wona close a bit down $76,416 dollars.16 cents on average, and then the overall index the food FTSE all share index nayo yona ke ibese close a bit higher nga $1,227.00. Lapho singabona lokho ukuthi lo top 100 companies naye nguleto tinkampani lokhanza ukuthi betibheke kakhulu le credit, but naso ubuka overall in the portfolio siyabona ukuthi lamanye ikakhulu ema-retailers they are making a bit of a rebound ngalokuthi bantu sebakule miholo inyukanyukile nawubuka tinombolo temisebenzi letichamuka khona eLondon imiholo inyukile, so bantu sebayacala bayaspenda kancane. So ngongazi ukuthi sinalama mixed reactions lawa leswabona kwemarket.
So nanyala nasingabuka nje mhlambe i-Asian Stock Exchange nakhona sibuka ukuthi ngabe time kanjani lo muhla tinombolo.
Uma sibuka i-Asia ke khona siyabona ukuthi nanamuhla solo ingiloku ivale iphansi namuhla nakhona ngileto nvoleto ukuthi solo sinaloku analyze le financial market, but keke lesesebhekile kakhulu lokungahle kuyenyuse i-trading activity in Asia ngiloko ukuthi sisekhathi lokuthi President Xi ne-Communist Party what strategies labatawabeka kuze ukuthi kubuyiswe i-financial sector yakhona e-Asia into proper repute. So nyalo lenkinga leningi vele ichamuka ngalapho ekuthenini i-market yase-Asia solo i-bearish ihamba ngekuba bearish, so ayisiko le-aggressive kangako ngalokuthi kunana indzaba yana i-financial sector le-impending lesibheke kokuthi President Xi ne-Communist Party babe seti-strategy ukuthi ngabe bangayibuyisa kanjani into proper and sustainable path.
All right, ngome kokugcina nje Mr. Sibiya mhlambe nasingabuka ama-commodities namhla ukuthi eme kanjani elangeni lalamuhla.
Ema-commodities sibonile ukuthi oil longahlutwa utshengise kwehla uma kacathani utshengise kwenyuka ema-sales akhe uvale at $79.50. Loko nakhona singaka-attributa to lama changes kule exchange rate loko ukuthi li-dollar njena ubuketa idollar vele ligcine livala at a weaker stance, but naligolide nalo salibona lenyuka ke ngalokuthi nalo lizama ukuthatha lehlile ligolide ngalokuthi imarket solo itilungiselela kwekuthi ijake nako ucala kwehla kwema-interest rates ngingathi nawo buka ligolide libe nako lokwehla ukuthi we are moving from a hedging market sida imarket lesejake kubuyela i-trade vigorously.
All right, thank you so much Mr. Sibiya for that analysis. Mbukeli seke breaks abesichubeke nehlelo.
renewal of TV licenses for 2024 is now open. Here is a quick reminder. A viewer's TV license costs 180 emalangeni per device. Other accessories such as decoders and set-top box cost 50 emalangeni per device. For traders and repairers, TV license costs 300 emalangeni per business area. And now, to pay your TV license, use these following methods. You can use MTN Mobile Money with the number 762222000 or dial *007 *3 *7#, or you can use Eswatini Imali. And you can pay our TV license at any post office in the country. Another option is you can use any Nedbank branch using our TV license account number 119900430037. Don't forget, when paying for your viewer's TV license, reference with your PIN at all times. And when paying for a retailer TV license, reference with your TIN at all times. For more information, call us on 7802-4543 or 34050163 or 34020879. And you can send us a WhatsApp message on 762222000.
Alright, it's 3 minutes before 3 o'clock. If you've just joined us, you can still watch the episode of Business Watch on our YouTube page, Eswatini TV. On the show, we had insurance specialist from Nedbank Eswatini, who was speaking on property insurance. And if you want to get more information, you can contact them. They are available at my service centers app as well as on the social media pages. They're interactive with the members of the public who are banding a property insurance.
Yeah, ngizaba lenkulu lungelele sikhulumisile yakhumbula Nelson Dlangamandla usichazele kabanti indzaba yema state owned enterprises la unprofitable ekuthenini kufanele kube nema reforms la urgent lokufuna ukuthi endiwe, not just urgent but also very significant ekuthenini atakhona nekus alleviate from our socio-economic development issues lesinawo lapha kaNgwane, particularly unemployment. At 12th Parliament will suka ke emagonzo lathi nkwe kulungisa yona ke le ndzaba lena. Ngizike Lulu sisabuya nje kuyendzaba lengixoxisene ngayo Nedbank property insurance. I think the viewer at home, including myself, Nanawe, Siakona Nedbank. Just
definitely we're going to Nedbank because I think I liked it as well. Google, you can insure your homestead and your property, even if you own a home, Guswazi Nation land.
I think what I like the most, Gutsi, immediately you register for this service, you can claim as soon as you register, and I think that is very brilliant.
Yeah, all right. And even if you've paid my premiums for 3 months or even less, incident, you can still claim.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nedbank is the way to go. Insurance of any kind, do visit their service centers and do contact them by email or their social media pages.
Otherwise, we will have them again next week, Wednesday at 2 p.m. Nedbank will sure be here on the next program, as well as, other segments just like today. Thank you for joining us on our very first episode. Have a lovely day.